got it going. We do got it going. The FAA has reduced the number of frames on their camera loop. You can't go back as far as you used to see a lot of footage anymore. You can't. I don't know why they did it. I didn't see anything wrong with the way it was before, and I'm sure you didn't see anything wrong with it the way it was before, but something has changed. It has changed. Let me show you something. Let me pull something up here so you can see the change. Oh, what? No, it's right here. You can see this is it. It's just one row. There used to be 2 rows. And not just that, on some of the cameras that used to have 2 rows of frames, there's even less than this right here. It's like, why are they doing that? Because they don't want us to go back and see what's on these cameras? It's like if you do not get the timestamps, if you're not watching, recording, and seeing it, you're not going to be able to go back and get it. It's like there's no going back. So I think that's very strange. I do. I really am questioning within my mind, what is the reason for it? Is there really like a Nibiru up there, a Planet X up there? Is there something up there in the sky that is showing up more and more, and they don't want to show all the frames in a row because it's too much data all at once? That's what I'm thinking. Is it or is it not? Let me come over here. I have no idea if I'm on this YouTube or not. It says I'm live, and I'm going to check it out, you all. I am. We're going to go there and look while we can look, is what we're going to do. Let me do this like this. All right, now let's come over here. Let's come over here, and we're going to look. Look at this page right here. Well, I'm just going to, let me see if I can move this over, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it over just like this if I can. Okay, well, can't move it over anymore. Watch this. This is the only frame that we have. I got to put it right here. Let's look at this as it goes through there. You're not going to see any more of it. You're not. This is it. It has been decreased. Now I can put this in my OBS. I really can. Let me put this back to me. I can bring this over here to the OBS. Look at this, you all. There's something going on, and they've cut the number of frames that were available. Let me put this down here. That's what they've done. I'm going to do a window capture. Let me see if I can get it. Window capture. Right here. I want you all to see this, and I can put a filter on this, which I am going to. I'm going to add a filter so you can see the colors a lot better of this object that is up there in the sky. Let me do this like this. Think perhaps, how am I going to get this? Oh, it's up here on this part. Let's see if we can make it darker. Maybe do the contrast a little more. No, that's not that good. I'm not really good at this, but let's look at this. There's something going on. They've cut the number of available frames that we could look at. I have to put it like this because some people you can't see if your eyes are not adjusted. Let me do this right here. I'm trying to like get it. Oopsie, Gina. No, you all can see me right here. I'm still over here. I'm just trying to get this on here. Okay, that's fine. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. Let me turn this out so you can see it right there. So this is that frame right there. Let me make it bigger. We can make it bigger. Probably about like that. Look at that. Where we had 2 rows, we have 1 now. Just 1 row. Now, if you're just tuning in, I'm on here because there's just 1 frame now, 1 roll of these images. They've done something to it. Let me put it to the side. which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this one back here. We're going to look at more images. We are. And welcome. So let me get, no, I don't want to remove myself from here at all. I don't. Let's come over here. Let's come over here. Now, we could also see it right here, but you ain't going to see very much. Let's see right here. You won't see very much. You won't see me on here because I can't be on here at the same time and you get a good picture of this. It really is kind of awkward, maybe, if I am. But you can see that something is back there. You can. Let's come over here to the, let's close this one. Let's see if, let me show you the Silver West Airport. Let's watch this. One loop. That's it. Just one loop. Just one string of images. That's it. There is no more. You may say, well, there's nothing wrong with that. It looks kind of normal to me. That's right. Oh, you're so welcome. You really are. There's something happening. Why would they limit it? This, first I thought it was all in Colorado, but I don't think it's all in Colorado. It's across a lot of them. A lot of them, you all. So you can see the image like right over here in the sky, and if we push this thing, I'm wondering why. Why are they you know, this looks really strange. Watch the lens. Watch the pattern on this lens right here. Can you see this pattern right here? That's a very strange pattern. Look at it again, you all, because it's the pattern of this thing right here. Whatever this object is in the sky, it's got the same pattern on it. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, you all, I wanted you to see these right here in Colorado, the Mountain Hill, Monument Hill. They've done something to where we cannot really see very much at all. It ain't happening. You only got one frame and one frame only. Juniper Barton, the end of this age is coming. I really do agree with you. It's coming. You can feel it in the air. I'm sure you can. A lot of people can feel it in the air. Whoa, look at this one. Look at the background of this. Can you see that? This is the Wilkerson Pass right here. And if we are to show, this is 1735 today. You can see this image right here too. Look at that. There was a comet in the last frame. Well, what they've done with these, you only get so much. So let's see. You only get 3 hours. 3 hours of images. That's it. A 3-hour time span. Because it's going to stop at, watch this. It stops at 1735 and it begins again at 14. You get 3 hours. We never got to get 3 hours before. We had more than that, but not no more. Hello. So let's look at this, you all. There's something else happening. Something major happening behind the scenes, and I know you can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, well, you're not going to get a notification. You're not. They've already gave out my 3 notifications today, is what they've done. And it's up to the algorithm whether or not you get a notification. It's up to the, now see, this has the frames. This has all the frames. Look at this. This is what the ones used to have. They used to have something like this. They had some more like this. But I think because this one is not in a, there's not that much to see. Maybe they do want to see it, but they don't want you to see the other things in this one right here. There is a black circle. Yes, there is a black circle in the middle of the sun. I used to document that quite often. And in the center of that black circle is like constant movement all around. The sun is pulsating. Yeah. So the way YouTube operates is, and it's like the one guy said, the Yuval Harari, you have to please the algorithm. It's the algorithm that decides whether or not you will get notified. And it's the algorithm that determines whether or not they will show your video. It's not left up to any human now. It's not. It's the algorithm that makes all the determination. And you know, you can, if you all listen, if you got a YouTube channel and you got really good videos and stuff, and you're thinking, well, my videos aren't being seen and I'm not getting subscribers, it's the algorithm. It's not pleasing to the algorithm. Just like what I share, it's not pleasing to the algorithm. And it really doesn't matter how much time and effort you put into your stuff. And I don't know if the algorithm is programmed or something, but if they don't want to give a notification out, you won't get it. That's right. Yes, that's right. And it's all right in the big scope of life, you all. We're only here once during this lifetime. We're not coming back. Look at that. Can you see it? Look how massive it is right there. Right there. And there appears to be a ship right there. Let me, can you all see that right there? I'm going to screenshot that. It's 1439. There appears to be a ship right there. Let me come over here to this spot that I just did, and let's do this. Hit that like button. Yeah, you all can hit it. It really doesn't, you can't trick this algorithm. You cannot trick it. It's the new overlord. It really is the new overlord. Just like the guy said, that one day the algorithm will be deciding where you work, who you marry, all kinds of things. They will. And you may think, not in my lifetime. It'll happen in your lifetime. It's already happening. So look at this, you all. Right up here, there appears to be UFOs in the top of this. And I know it doesn't look too good. I can't bring it out at all that well. Wait a minute. What on earth is this? Is this a building over here? Can you all see this right here? I'm trying to see if this is a building right there. I hope it is. I really do. It looks like it's a building. Okay, we're just going to pretend that that's a building right over there. But Gina, honey, now you did it. Y'all, I'm trying to see. I'm thinking, is that a building over there? And I'm trying to get over to here. I want to get over to here. Do you think that this is a building? This thing, let me get myself out of the way. 11,200 feet, MSL, 40. Do you think that this is a building right here? It could be a building. I really cannot tell. Is that a building or a mountain? I can't tell. Wherever this location is at. Because if we were to zoom up, even though this looks kind of pixelated, it looks kind of like there's something right there. You never get any views at all. Holy fire. It really is. And it's the way the world is now. It really is. The algorithms will work for free. They will. And they are entrusted with making sure everything runs smoothly. on these channels, and you know what they do? They keep track of every single thing you look at on internet searches. Whenever you come to the YouTube, they compile the data on you. They do. They compile the data, and they're going to determine whether if you got a channel, whether or not your channel gets seen. Don't take it personal. They said that you have to just think of the algorithm as big government standards. You have to have correct titles on your videos. You cannot sensationalize. You can't sensationalize. You have to have very good descriptions. Your thumbnails don't matter that much. Y'all listening to me? Derek Galloway, honey. Gina, don't use Google. They have private search engines. Oh, I've got private search engines, but when I come on the YouTube, okay, they got my stuff. I don't really surf the internet at all. I don't. But I'm just telling you how it works. And here's one thing they do not like. It's a big no-no. The algorithms, if you got a channel, you just listen up while we look at these pictures. The algorithms does not want you dropping links to anything outside of YouTube, because that is taking traffic away from YouTube. Look how many frames they got this drop down. You are taking traffic away from YouTube, and the algorithm does not like it, and it will not push your video at all. In fact, it will do its best to hide anybody from finding your video, because you have put external links to websites off of YouTube, which I'm really guilty of. I really am. They don't like it. It's a big no-no because it drives away their revenue. Hello, Susan B. Honey. Yeah, I never heard of Swiss cows. That's right, you all. So if you're wondering why your videos don't get views, and you're not breaking any community standards, that's why. The algorithm is deciding whether or not they want anybody to see your stuff. It doesn't matter how good it may be, okay? It doesn't matter at all, because you're trying to please the algorithm. Now here's what you were saying before. So I was saying, you all, if you're just tuning in, there's only a few frames. They've cut out a lot of frames on this thing right here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, holy fire. You can create a 3D model with your face and create your own universe first time. Oh my gosh. Yes, hello you all. So, it's fine. Oh. See that? That looks like a ship right there. Can you see it? You can barely see it. Let me see if you can see it. It's barely white. It's a great big long ship. It's a big long white ship. Let's look at this. See if I can bring it out some. Hello, if you're just tuning in, hello. And the algorithm will cap your viewing audience too. And they will cap the chat. You ever see on the live stream, the video chat, it literally gets cut in half over and over and over and over and over, because they do not want the chat rate to get up, because they do not want to give the analytics. They don't want to have analytics that would drive the views to a video that they don't want anyone to see. So they do that also. They do. This is just the world we live in, you all. It's changing, and there's nothing we can do about it, you all. I promise there's nothing we can do about it. You may want to, but you can't. There's nothing. Let's see. Are the observatories even open? The observatories are open, but there's not much going on at the observatories at all. I wanted to see this. There was one thing on here. I was trying to get over here and I got distracted, you all. Let me do this. So you can see this down here. You see it? And this ship right here is not moving. It looks like a long white ship. So suppose these long white ships or some other craft show up. How are they going to deal with it? How are they? Are they going to try to hide it? Are they? That's the question too. Are they going to try to hide it? Look at that. Ship is going, it's going to go into the sun. You see it? Boom. Here's your that black hole sun right there, you all. That's all the frames you get. That's what it looks like. It does look like an octagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rambo, honey, you ain't going to get notified, not on this channel. You might get notified if you go to somebody else's channel who the algorithm likes. You might. But I don't know what it is. Just pick one of those popular channels with millions of subscribers or hundreds of thousands. And another thing, if you don't watch videos like I share, they're not going to notify you. They're not. And you may have too many notifications to other YouTube channels too. But that's how it is. It is. So let's look at this. You can see they have cut down the frames. You know, another reason they could cut down the frames is if there is war that is going to escalate. And if there were things that could be seen on these FAA cameras, they certainly do not want the population to have access to them. They don't, you all. You know they don't. See, look at that sun right there. See, it doesn't even look like a six-sided thing now. Now it looks like a part of a cube is what it looks like. You was checking out the southern views too, and many are missing. Yeah, they are. They're missing a lot. So let's see this. You caught a square in the face. Okay, can you all see that? We know that this is not the sun, and that there is something up there that is hiding in the sky. You can see it. It's clear to see. Very clear. You all, no matter how, listen, no matter how difficult your day may get, or your days may get, which they will, you got to keep going. And that's right. You got to push back. Push back against the darkness. You do. Push back against the loneliness. You've got to push back against it. Don't let it win. Don't give in to it. Don't do it. Whatever you do. What? Well, that's one strange looking cloud right there, you all. I think my head might be in the way. Look at that cloud right here with like a triangle. Somebody's account went crazy like a mind of its own. You made Rambo 2. You don't get notified on that channel either. Yeah. It's all right, y'all. My nose is itching. It is okay. I think we're going to have a whole I think we're going to have a whole lot of down days, you all really do. Down in the spirit days. It is to be expected. It really is, but you've got to keep going. Don't give up. And I know the days are getting more difficult. The days are getting longer. I've been going to bed around 8 o'clock at night. You see, I made myself get on here. I just wear myself out. So everybody's been looking at these camera loops, and they probably have noticed the same thing. Let me put this back to me, you all. Let me do this. Susan, honey, that's right. Don't give up. And It doesn't matter if this is all that ever comes on the YouTube. Don't give up. Okay, don't do it. Please don't. Just put yourself in my shoes. You'd be sitting here probably 5 minutes. Sometimes, one time I sat here for around 7 minutes. They didn't allow a single person to come on the YouTube, so I'm sitting here talking to myself. Thinking about uncomfortable. That's really uncomfortable if you're sitting on your channel, you're doing a live video, and you see nobody, and you just have to keep talking. Yeah, that's how you push back. That's right. Well, I better smile. I better smile, you all. That's right. I'm not going to sit on here with a big frown on my face. I'm either going to get mad or I'm going to smile. One or the other. That's exactly right, you all. Now, see, if we could come over here, you all, let's look at this. Let's see where these, if there's any lightning strikes happening again since we're on here. It doesn't matter because I don't get my videos shown. I don't. If I stick to one particular subject, it's easy. As long as you don't deviate on one specific thing, it's easy to, wait a minute, y'all, can we see this right here? It's easy to make it on YouTube, one topic, all the time. I don't know what this is doing right here. I almost clicked out. Let's see if there's lightning strikes, because I haven't been over here in a very, very long time to these lightning strikes. And we can see it. Let's do the counter on. Let's come over here, both. Remember, the algorithms get mad. It makes them upset that you share links on their YouTube and make the traffic go away from the YouTube. So, yeah. Let me do this. I want to do this. So, no thanks. Let's see these right here. Danny, a lot of people, I think, have a lot of heritage, Indian heritage. Goes back, and just think, y'all really just think this. With the way technology is going, this technology, with your whole identity being online, this technology can go in and rewrite your history. It can. It can rewrite your history. And there's not a thing in the world you can do about it, because the algorithm is going to be right all the time. What was that movie where that was happening? Was it Eraser? Was it a Tom Cruise? What was that movie where this guy, they did something to him? That's right. T, I don't even know the Beastie Boys. I don't. T, to be quite honest with you, I listen mainly to contemporary Christian music. That's what I listen to. Before that, I would listen to country music when I was younger, and some rock and roll. And then sometimes I just listen to opera or classical music or just stringed instrument. That's it. Just peaceful. I'm not one to have the radio in my head all the time. I'm not. I like silence too. If I listen to, the thing I listen to most is silence. That's right. Yeah. No, I don't want to look them up. I really don't. I have no desire to. That's right. Let me put this back to me right here. Metal ha. Yeah, I like it. It's peaceful to my spirit. Very peaceful, and it keeps my vibration high. So I listen to it when I do listen to it. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. I might have heard of the Beastie Boys. I might have, but only by name. They're creepy when the lines are sprayed. That's right, you all. So this, if you go to the FAA webcam, you'll notice that they've got a lot of frames. They downsize their images that are available because I think it was probably using too many resources. It was using up their data, you all. It was, and they can't have that. They can't. That's right. Jerry Lee Lewis died today. Oh, the Beastie Boys popped in your head randomly, just like that, T. Just like that, the Beastie Boys. They sound like a beast. I've never seen them in my life. I haven't. I don't recognize any of these songs. Sorry. I wasn't allowed to listen to music growing up. Yeah. I was not. Oh, no. See, no, I wasn't allowed. And it wouldn't appeal to me either. It's all right, you all. Everybody likes their own kind of music, and it's okay. It is. That's right. Let me come to here. We've got it. If you're all just tuning in, we have got it. We're setting right here. You've got the strange skies over Iowa. You always check to see if Gina is live. Look at this, y'all. Let me get myself out of the way. See that? They've been doing this to this chat. They cut it in half. All these dips right here. The algorithm is literally, every time you see a dip, it's literally cutting the chat rate in two. Just like that. Cuts it. Boom. Brings it low because it does not want a high chat rate. Like you have a chat rate of 6. One time I had a chat rate of like 88 and it was on the military. 88%. And that video got like 360,000 views or 340,000 views. And that's what did it for me. It really was, because there was a lot of negative feedback concerning, the war and stuff. That's what did it. And the algorithm said, that's it. We got to stop her. So this is what they did. Just like that. See? 83. They half it in half. They also do it when if I don't, after this live stream, however many people are viewing in, within 1 hour and a half, they will cut the number of viewers down practically in half. Say if there was like 3,200 viewing in this 1 hour, the very next hour they will literally cut the traffic to the channel in half, and then the very next hour they'll keep dropping it and dropping it and dropping it and dropping it until it gets down to like 300 or 400 is what they do. Just to discourage you all. Just to discourage. Oh, Pat Denmark, it's okay, because Gina Honey is I'm just talking to talk. I'm just talking to talk. I'm going to come back on here because they don't like me coming on here, so I'll just come back on here. That's right. So you may get tired of seeing me, but I come on here because my traffic to this channel is deliberately halted. If I don't do a video every 2 or 3 hours, completely halted. Yeah, they make me work for my money, you all. That's right. They make me work for the ads that they put at the beginning of it. Yeah. And if I get upset, I just say forget it, and I just will go and see how low they let it go, how many people they allow on the channel in one day. Maybe 1,000 out of 132,000. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you didn't miss no good stuff. I promise you, you did not. You didn't. They're just cutting back on the screens, the number of frames that are available on the FAA webcams. There's only 3 hours available on all practically the webcams around Colorado. This is the Wolf Creek Pass. They've cut it down to practically a half is what they've done. That's right, you all. You don't see past midnight. That's right. Let me see how long I've been on here. 35 minutes, you all. I'm thinking, why am I not sleepy? But I'm going to get sleepy, but I think because I had some cayenne pepper, it causes mental alertness. Hello. Hello, can you go? That was a pretty good song. I used to skate and see how low I could go with that stick. You know? That's right. Hello there. Stop the indoctrination. That's right. That's right. Chat no charge. That's exactly right, you all. We've got it. We do got it, you all. We have got it going on. I'm doing fine. We're all just trying to hang in there, you all. We are trying our best to hang in there is what we're doing. And I think we're doing pretty good. We're trying to smile. We are trying to smile through all of it, you all. We really are. It's okay. We can do it. We can smile. We can smile. And since the algorithms don't care how long your video is, they don't. They do not care how long your video is. So that's okay. We can look at this star right here because they don't really care how long your video is. You can see it creeping up on here, you all. That's exactly what you can do. We can see it creeping, Gina, honey. We can't see it because why? Because you put something in front of it, you all. I'm going to put it back to me. Let me get this out of here. Let's get this FAA out of the way. See, that rhymes. The FAA out of the way. Let me do this media source right here, you all. Let me just bring this on here. Let's loop it. We can do a loopity-loop is what we can do. And I put it on here, this Twinkle Twinkle Little Star video. Can you see it now? We got it going. That's right, you all. We got this star going. We do. Does this star have any, can you hear anything with this star, you all? Right, you all. We got this star. Okay, no, I heard my voice echoing, so you can't really hear anything with it. Let me do this. Yeah. Just don't. Yeah, I tell myself, don't you give up. Don't give up. And so we don't have to. We don't. I want to find a specific something on here, you all. You wait right there. We can do it. I don't want the dance of the mammoth. I can't find it, you all. Let me see this. Oh my gosh, you all. Are y'all watching that? Did it go black or is it still going on here? Okay, it's still going on here. It is. Can you hear anything? That star is trying to make it come up. There it is. You better not give up, Allison. Don't give up. That's right, we're going to push back. satellites. Yeah, it's a pretty star being. Oh my gosh, you got a bad headache. That's right. They cannot take the love from the heart. Well, it's relaxing. Oh, it's really unique. Oh, is it too quiet, Susan? I think I fixed it. Vonda. Wow. That's right, Cloud Walker. Oh, thank you, Fortunate. We'll watch it one more time. Wow. I hope you did not get attacked in your sleep, Vonda. So, is my voice echoing? I probably am going to be going. I think I've been on here 48 minutes. Yeah. 48 minutes of on here. Because I'm going to show my face. Yeah. I will show my face. That's right. That's right, you all. You're so welcome, you all. It is relaxing. It's very peaceful looking at the stars move. It is. I have a playlist on this YouTube channel, and it's called Relaxation Music, or you can click in the beautiful stars. Some of the music the videos are long with some soothing music to it. Relaxing. That's right. I am going to go. You all, I am. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you, Susan. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and do not let the darkness push you down. Just keep going. It's like this. It's really like this. It's like, could you imagine? I was thinking about this. According to like this, I was thinking about that biblical account the other day when the angel of death, showed up in the Bible, and he told the people, I forget who it was, told the people to put the blood over the doorway, and the angel of death would pass over your house because Pharaoh had sent the decree to kill every firstborn of the children. Just think, you all, if you think about that, kill the firstborn of the children. How many thousands of years ago was that? How many? An innocent child. An innocent child. And so they did. They put the blood over the doorway, and the angel of death passed over them, and it hit Pharaoh's house and Pharaoh's kingdom. That's right. Thousands of years ago, there was evil that never left this earth. Never. Pamela Wiggins. We are in contact with something or someone. You could say that we are. 5,800 years. Yeah. Just think, and they had to hide the baby to keep it from being gotten rid of. Just think, the first census back during Mary and Joseph's time, according to the biblical account, the first census took place, and it still exists to this day. A census formed by the governments of the world. Yeah. Oh, Steve Dean, honey, it's okay. It's all right. You ain't really missed nothing. That's right. You just, yeah, nothing. That's it. Yeah. Connie, that's good. Some people sleep with it under their head and stuff. Some people will sleep with like some crystals or something in their bed too. Whatever brings you the peace, really. All right, you all. Gina, honey's going to be going. I am going now. I really am. Yeah, a dream catcher. That's right. Oh, that's wonderful, Stephen. Look at that, you all. See, this is not a normal star right here. It's not. I don't think that these are what people think they are. I really don't. But their colors are very beautiful. They are. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Connie, that's horrible. Yeah. They did. That's right. I'm getting tired, you all, so I am going to go. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you and good night. Don't ever give up. Push back against the darkness. Don't let it smother you. Don't let it put out your light, even though you may feel worn out. And even though you may say, I don't feel like fighting no more, keep the fight. Keep up the faith. Keep up the fighting. It's a spiritual warfare. It really is. It's playing out in our minds too. It's what it is. It literally tries to wear our minds down. It does. And it will whisper negative thoughts in your head. You'll have negative thoughts come in your head with this darkness that's out there. And you're liable to see other people not being able to control those thoughts, and they're acting on the negative energy also. Oh, like I was going to say, could you imagine the people in their homes when the angel of death passed by their houses and they're in there with their doors closed? Just imagine that, with their doors closed, and then death comes and you can hear the wailing and stuff, but you're in there with your family and you're sitting there. That's what I envision this as, like something outside, and you want to be in here away from it, even though you know it's there. That's what I'm kind of envisioning. It feels like. Yeah. That's right. All of it. So I'm going, you all. I'm done talking. Done running my mouth. I'm done. That's right. Yeah, it would be unbearable, you all. It's not nice. It isn't. It's not. Have a wonderful evening. You all. Good